Greetings. I'm Dr. Al Freeman, Associate Director of LCMS School Ministry, and it's a joy today to be with Reverend Dr. Mark Wood. Pastor Wood is Director of Church Witness and Outreach and Revitalization for the LCMS Office of National Ministry. And I've asked Mark to be with us today to speak to his work and some of the resources that are available to school individuals, whether it be educators, administrators, board members, or really anyone. Mark, if you tell us about your work and resources that would help us in the world of school ministry.
Be glad to. The first resource that I'd like to share is Everyone is Witness. Not just because I'm wearing my Everyone is Witness shirt today, but it's such an important part of who we are as a church to be equipped to share the gospel of Jesus with the people in our everyday lives. And that's the goal of Everyone is Witness, to equip everybody to be comfortable and effective as a witness of Jesus. And we've had congregations do it as workshops. We've had schools do Everyone is Witness for their staff, because we know a lot of schools have non-church students, and it's a great way for the teachers and other staff members to bone up on their evangelism skills. We've also had schools use Everyone is Witness for students to prepare them for sharing the gospel in their lives. So the neat thing about Everyone is Witness is that it can be done as a workshop, or it can be done individually online. And there's a whole bunch of resources online that are no cost to the participants that help witness in everyday situations. So the other hat I wear is the Director of Revitalization, and the goal of Revitalization is to help congregations and schools be stronger and healthier. And Revitalization focuses on a number of key congregational systems, including strategic planning, outreach, reaching out to inactive members, and assimilation and incorporation. And I think especially the two modules that have to do with strategic planning and outreach should be of interest to schools.
Absolutely, especially strategic planning. We have a lot of questions, inquiries about strategic planning, so maybe if you would just speak a little more on that specific topic and what's
Sure.
available.
Well, that module is called Serving in God's Mission, and the idea behind it is to approach strategic planning as a congregation. It's not strategic planning the way Fortune 100 companies do it. I was taught strategic planning when I worked for Motorola and Raytheon, and I said, no, we're not going to do it that way for churches. It's a different approach. This is a consensus-based approach where everybody has a role in putting together a strategic ministry plan that reflects our understanding of God's purpose, God's vision, and God's mission for our congregation and school. So I really think it's a great approach, because it's not a small group of people putting together a plan and then trying to sell it to the rest of the congregation. It's a consensus-based approach. And schools that are going through NLSA accreditation may find it especially helpful as they go to their strategic planning segment of NLSA and say, well, how do we go about doing this? This is a complete self-contained, self-directed workshop for the congregation.
That is tremendous, and that is a great resource for our schools. And again, we'll make sure that link is out there and that resource information. And I know that we have coming up in October a great event, Making Disciples for Life. MDFL is sponsoring a conference once again. Maybe speak to all of the opportunities and some of the sessions, especially those that would interest our school administrators and educators.
Yes, MDFL, or Making Disciples for Life, is the Synod's triennial mission emphasis. There's 4 elements to it. It's evangelizing the lost, retaining the faithful, strengthening congregations and schools, and planting new churches and schools. And these conferences are meant to bring people together to exchange ideas. It's not a top-down, hey, we have all the answers, come to our conference so we can fill your head with our answers. Instead, it's like, hey, come and let's talk. And the conference coming up in October, the focus is on how do we respond as Lutheran Christians in the world to all the various errant worldviews that make up our pluralistic society. We don't want to hide away trying to be safe from these ideas. We want to be prepared to engage them and talk about truth and how the Word of God speaks to these worldviews and their shortcomings. And so the conference will have a number of speakers. Almost all the speakers are from outside the Senate offices. They're pastors, teachers, professors from our universities who are coming together for a great exchange of ideas. And the neat thing about it is we're doing it not just in person here in St. Louis, but we're doing it online as well, which means you can participate from wherever you are. And if a school had some, an interest in doing so, they could actually put a group together and register under one online registration and watch the sessions as a group, either live as they're happening or recorded sessions, because all the sessions get recorded. And those recordings are available for 60 days after the conference too.
Fantastic. Great opportunity for learning as well as sharing, because as Pastor Wood stated, it is interactive. There's opportunity to ask questions as well as receive information, and tremendous number of sessions. And again, it's great because you do not have to come here to St. Louis. It can be accessed online, and all the sessions are recorded to watch afterwards. So a great opportunity coming up. I encourage all of you to take advantage of at least some of the sessions of MDFL, if not all. And we will have a link, registration for that, if you just speak to that a little.
Registration is open now. In-person registration runs through September 19th. Online registration all the way up to the start of the conference on October 10th. Online registration is $29. And again, you could do that for one person and share it with your group. And so that's pretty low cost. In person is a little bit more because we actually provide some food and other treats. So.
That's great. And in the school world, we're always about cost-benefit analysis and what a benefit of very low cost of all these sessions that are available. Thank you, Reverend Dr. Mark Wood, for being with us and talking about your area as a director and of all the resources that are available to our schools. We in school ministry will continue to introduce you to other directors at the LCMS and their work, as well as the resources that they have available to all of you in our school ministries. May you have a blessed day, and may we all go and make disciples for life.